What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Moe Ninja Girls. Before we get started here, I just wanted to say that my channel has now surpassed 100,000 total video views. Now, I know compared to thousands of other YouTubers, that's really nothing, but that's the most views I've ever gotten on any channel total. So it's really cool to see that people are actually clicking on my videos. So I don't know, I always say it all the time, but it really means a lot that you guys actually bother to click on my videos. It does mean a lot to me, so thank you for that. But yeah, this is the most I've ever gotten on any channel. My last channel came close. I think I had like just over 86,000 before that channel got taken down, so it came close, but I unfortunately didn't get there. But this channel did surpass that, so I'm really impressed. Like, I'm actually really surprised. But, anyway. Yeah, it's just really cool, I think. Yeah, this is the longest channel that I've actually, what's the word I'm thinking of? Is operated a good word to use there? I don't know. I guess. Well, it's the longest channel I've ran. I mean, because I've gone through 4 other channels before this one, I think. No, 3. This is my 4th channel. So this is the one that this is the longest running one I've ever had. Just over like 5, I think at the time of recording this, like over 5, almost 6 years. So all my other channels barely made it past like 2 years. So yeah, it's just really cool that people will bother to click on my videos and subscribe. It really means a lot to me. So thank you for that. But anyway, with that being said, we're going to get into where we left off in Moe Ninja Girls. So, to recap for Season 5, so we opened where we left off in Season 4 with the principal talking to the main character. Now, the main character, he's frustrated that he can't seem to get away from his ninja past. Based on what the principal told him in the previous season. So after this, we cut to the next day. I did skip over some stuff because it didn't really have anything. It didn't really affect. I usually skip what doesn't really affect the story that much. So we just skipped over everything else. So we're going to be cutting directly to where they're in club now. And Enju talks about the schedule that they made back when the club first started. Now, with everything that happened, the schedule got completely ruined. Like, they couldn't do anything in the schedule. So with that, she proposes that they make a new schedule. So after the club activities are done, it's just the main character and Akari left. So they get ready to go home when Akari points out that there's a hole in the warehouse roof from when, the owner tried to knock it down. Now the MC notices, which makes him think about the owner and how he may have to kill him at one point. And Akari sees him spacing out, and she assumes that he's thinking of Enju. So she storms off pretty upset. Now the MC catches up to her to try to calm her down when out of nowhere Akari gets attacked. The assailant turns out to be the former owner's secretary. Now she wants the Kamui or she'll kill Akari. Now the MC, he's trying to reason with her, but it's evident that she doesn't want to talk. And then out of nowhere Johnny comes running over. So the secretary sees him as a distraction and tries to kill him. So the MC takes his hidden blade out and deflects her attacks. Now, of course, this surprises Johnny, but he can't really. The main character can't do anything at the moment. He's worried about making sure everyone's protected. Now, the secretary, she's still hard pressed on getting the sword, and then Yamabuki shows up. Now, she pulls the sword out of a bag and throws it to her. Now, the MC, he realizes that it's a fake sword, but everyone else doesn't know that. He's just questioning why she even had one of those in the first place. Now, Enju shows up as well, but the secretary is already gone. Akari and Enju want to go after her, but the MC says he'll take care of it later. So with all that out of the way, he goes over to check on Johnny. Now, Johnny, since he found the secret out, he has no choice but to tell him everything. Now, Johnny has no idea what to think, so he leaves kind of upset. He just wants to be alone. So after he leaves, they're surprised that Yamabuki was taking the news so well also. So the MC again wonders why she had that stored. So he asks her if she's a ninja too. But he doesn't get the full sentence out when she lunges at him and kisses him. Now after she finishes, she tells him that she did that to shut him up. She didn't want him revealing that information to everyone. So the next day, Akari and Enju want to meet the main character on the roof. Now he thinks it's to talk about Johnny and Yamabuki since they found out about the secret. But no, it's because they question him about the kiss with Yamabuki. So since they're so angry, he decides to make a run for it. Now he runs to the principal's office since he had to speak with him anyway. When he goes inside, he sees Yamabuki already there. The principal explains to him that Yamabuki is actually part of a family that he's old friends with, and he's letting her stay at the school for the moment. With all that cleared up, the MC asks her about the fake Kamui. Apparently her ninja power is to bring pictures to life, like stuff that she draws or sees in photo or pictures or whatever. You know, she can bring it out into the real world, which is kind of fascinating. So before, when his sword went missing and she just happened to find it, the principal actually ordered her to take the sword. Now he figured that the main character could handle most of the enemies, but he wanted to make sure he had some insurance just to be safe. So now that the MC knows her secret, the principal wants him to keep it from the others. The MC is confused as to why, but it must be a good reason, so he just agrees to it. So with that out of the way, the main character, he's still concerned about Johnny. Since he learned of his identity, he wants to make sure he's protected. Now, the principal agrees to make an exception for Johnny as long as he agrees to keep their secret. With that being said, the MC leaves the office. As he's walking down the hall, he sees Johnny standing there. He apologizes profusely, but Johnny actually isn't mad. He explains to him that when they first met, all he wanted was to see a real ninja. He's more upset that they didn't tell him sooner. So we move to during club activities. Both Yamabuki and Johnny found out. They all agreed to explain more to them. Yamabuki already knew, so she had no questions, but Johnny only had one question to ask, and he was wondering if they've done anything cool in secret, like any cool ninja missions or anything. And then Akari says the others have, but since she's still in training, she wasn't really involved in much of it. Now Johnny thinks that's pretty awesome, and he wants to train to be a ninja too. Now the main character, he doesn't think that's a good idea, but Enju says some basic training would be fine. So the main character says he'll help out, but the student council head wants him to do something else. Since Enju will be helping with training, she wants him to help Tenge with night patrol. So they end up doing that, and then the next day during club, everyone is a little out of it after swim class, because in PE they had swimming. I took most of that out as well because it didn't really affect the story. But so after that, the student council head shows up to go over their future training schedule. So she keeps everyone on their current regimen, but Enju, she wants her to train to try to use thunder. With everyone, so now that everyone has their tasks at hand, everyone is pretty busy, so the main character ends up walking home alone. So as he's walking home, he encounters the secretary again. Now this time she actually doesn't want to fight him. She wants to make a deal. Now she says that she hates all ninjas and wants to use the power of the nine-tailed fox to destroy them. And she wants the main character to help her do it. Now while he doesn't like the people of his village, he still has friends that are ninjas, and he doesn't want them all to be destroyed or eradicated. So he ends up declining the offer, and they end up fighting. Now during the fight, a scroll falls from her chest. Now apparently this scroll is really important to her, as the confidence that she had when she showed up begins to drift and fade away. So she takes out her fan, which is kind of reminiscent of the one Tenge has. Now the fan glows, and afterwards the MC wakes up on the ground. The secretary is gone, and he can't remember anything that happened after he left school. So we cut to the next day, and he walks into school tired, like really tired. Now he sees Akari and Enju in the hallway, and they look upset. He asks them what's wrong, and evidently Tenge was attacked as well. So they lead him to the roof to tell him what happened. And they say all Tenge can remember was that she woke up on the floor and was injured. Now, the main character, he was reminded of what happened to him the previous day, so he wants to ask her about it. Now, she still doesn't remember, but she suggests that since both of them were attacked, to tell the principal. So they report to the principal and tell him what's happened. The student council head was there too, and she thinks it sounds like the crescent moon fan. Like the kind of fan that she has. Now, evidently it's a fan that can steal a person's memories. So the MC wants to learn more about it. So he asks about the shrine it was being kept, since she mentioned that it was at a shrine. Now, the student council head couldn't remember, but she did remember a sort of nursery rhyme, and hopefully that would help them out in their mission. So at club, with everyone being attacked, Enju tells everyone else to be careful. So on the way home, they stop by where the MC was attacked. Yeah, it was him, Akari, and Enju. Now, Akari is thinking about that nursery rhyme again, and she thinks it might refer to a specific place. As Enju is mulling it over, she remembers the shrine from when they went to the ninja village. So over the weekend, they go to the ninja village and they find the shrine again. Now, Enju asks the MC if he remembers anything, but he doesn't. So the only other thing to do is go inside. Now, the MC, he's getting ready to pick the lock when they get stopped by a park worker. So they decide to wait until closing time to sneak in. So after closing, they go back to the shrine. So they pick the lock and they enter cautiously. Once inside, they see some glowing stones. Now, they look around when Akari sees one with the MC's name on it. Now, they're not sure what it is, so they decide to take it with them to show the student council head. Now, when the MC touches it, his vision goes white, and he then sees the secretary again wielding the fan, and it glows white just like the stone. And with that, he remembers everything. So now that he has his memories back, they decide to look for Tenge's lost memories as well. So back at school, they show Tenge her memory stone. They tell her that her memories are locked inside it, so all she has to do is touch it to get them back. Now, she's a little reluctant at first, but since the others believe it, she goes for it. Now, when she touches it, a white light flashes just like with the MC. After it fades, she has her memories back. The MC asks her if the secretary was the one that attacked her, and she says that it was. Apparently, the secretary was looking for something on campus. So Tenge tried to stop her, but she got the jump on her and was able to steal her memories. Now that they have more of the information, they decide to report to the principal again. Before they leave, the student council head shows up. Now, she remembered where the shrine was located, but she doesn't remember much else about the fan, as there's really no record of anyone ever possessing it. Because the fan actually chooses its owner, so only they can use its powers. This makes the MC think about when the principal told him about the nine-tailed fox. None of the other members know about it, and he's curious as to how the former owner knew about it. Now, since he's not a ninja, then that could only mean the real culprit is the secretary. So the MC heads to report to the principal, but before he knocks on the door, he hears arguing inside. It is the principal and the former owner. Now, the owner is asking about the nine-tailed fox, and he wants to investigate the campus. Now, the principal, he plays dumb, so the owner threatens to take action. Now, the principal notices the main character outside the door, and the main character thinks he's trying to tell him to kill the owner. So he runs in getting ready to attack, but his attack gets blocked by another ninja. The owner brought a bodyguard with him. So the room fills with smoke, and the secretary comes and takes the owner away. The MC tries to run after them, but the bodyguard stops him. He forces him out the window and they do battle. And after a long fight, the MC lures him to the forest where the girls are training. He has one of the girls distract him, and he gets a good hit on the back of his skull. The group, he refuses to go down, so he retreats. Now the group heads back to Kuzuryu's office, the principal. And with all these attacks, it's harder to keep the secret of the school a secret any longer. So the principal, he tells the rest of the group about the nine-tailed fox. So after this, we cut to the owner and the secretary, and it is revealed why The owner wants the nine-tailed fox's power. It's to bring his wife back to life. Now he's counting on the secretary to finish things, but she has plans of her own and is just using him to get what she wants. So we cut to the next day, and everyone is hard at work training. And Akari has actually learned some new techniques, but Enju, she seems to be having a hard time. So then after this, the next night, they're training hard again. And it's getting late, so the MC suggests that they pack it in for the night. Now Enju, she doesn't want to, as she's not satisfied with her performance. So Akari gets tired, so the MC offers to walk her home. Now, seeing the two of them getting cuddly makes Enju upset, and in her rage, she fires lightning at him. So then, during another training session, the student council head, she offers to show Akari a new power as well. She says that with the Izumo, the jewel that her family possesses, she can use it to harness a new power. Now, per her instructions, Akari tries to use the jewel, but nothing happens. Now, she tells her to keep trying, and she'll eventually figure it out. Now, she wants to go check on the other members when Rika says something. Rika says that she's stronger than she was, so she's ready for that rematch with Tenge. So immediately after this, she and Tenge have the rematch. While it's true that Rika was much better than before, she still ends up losing. Although Tenge does commend her. Now you see, with Tenge's power, since she manipulates wind, right, and air, she can also manipulate temperature of the air as well. So she was able to melt Rika's ice. Now, if Tenge didn't think to do that, then Rika would have beat her. But Tenge, she's just really strong, you know, and she's really good. Like she's been training a lot longer than Rika has with her ninjutsu. So obviously, just a few lessons, she wasn't going to be able to beat her right away. But anyway, so afterwards, we see Tenge meeting with the secretary. It turns out the secretary is actually an agent for Obnubi, which is the organization that Tenge and Enju are with. And she has a mission for Tenge. So after this, a few days pass, and Tenge is acting out of character. Now, Enju knows that she's hiding something, but Tenge isn't really saying anything. So the main character tells her not to worry so much, and she'll talk when she's ready. So we cut to club activities, and Tenge doesn't show up. Everyone is even more concerned, so the MC suggests that they follow her again. So after club, Enju wants to go find Tenge. She's about to head off when she says she saw the owner outside heading to the woods. Evidently, the secretary isn't with him. Now, the MC says he doesn't want to let him just walk around campus, so they both go after him. Now, if they can catch him, then they can ask about what he knows and where the secretary is. So they follow him further into the forest. It's far out from where they typically train, so they're pretty far into the forest. Now, Enju speculates that if he wants the power of the fox, then maybe he's looking for the entrance of where the fox is being kept. So, as they're thinking about it, they get attacked. And it is revealed that it was actually Tenge that attacked them. Now, they're trying to ask her why, but she teleports and vanishes. Now, she meets with the owner and the secretary. Tenge meets up with the owner and the secretary, and it turns out they actually found the entrance to the fox's shrine, and so they need Tenge's wind powers to open it. And that is where we're at in the story. So with all that out of the way, let's get into it. Let's see where we left off. Alright, so here we are. Chapter 10, Abnormal Crisis. Now what's funny is I actually read through this already, because I didn't think this was the last chapter. Because what had happened was, during the end of chapter 9, they didn't tell you that. Normally they tell you it's the last chapter before the big climax at the end. This one it didn't. So I thought there was going to be like another chapter after this, but no, this ended up being the last one. And so I ended up having to start the whole season over again to get back to it. But anyway, we're here, so let's get into it. Tenge-san. It's just me and Enju left in the school forest. I don't want to believe what I just saw. I don't want to believe Tenge just turned her weapon on us. You okay, Enju? Of course she's not okay. Enju's cared more about Tenge than anyone else. Anything I say to her now would come off as shallow. Enju, let's get back. We need to report this to the principal. Yes? I'm going to go look for Tenge. Right now? Yes, right now. What's gotten into her? Wait, can you at least do this tomorrow, and preferably not alone? No, I have to go after her now. Tenge has the power of teleportation. Enju does make a good point. But Enju's so agitated she's lost her judgment. It's dangerous to follow after Tenge alone. There's no telling what she'd find. But how do I stop her? Okay, in that case I'm going with you. Wait, what? You're more likely to turn up something if we work in a pair, right? Plus, if Tenge had sided with the enemy, the former owner, then we could be in for another battle. Who knows what would happen if Tenge and Enju fought? That's one hypothetical I don't care to share with Enju. Well, I've also got some choice words for Tenge-san. Yeah? You're sweet. Huh? I'm sorry, I guess I was a bit upset. The fluster from earlier is gone now. She seems a little calmer. I feel better now, thank you. I didn't do a thing. So, what's the plan? Do we keep going after Tenge? No, you report this to the principal. And you? I go after Tenge. I just said I'll be fine on my own. In fact, I think it's a better way to talk with her. Okay. I've known her longer than anyone, and I probably understand her better than anyone. If Tenge really has turned against us, don't worry. I can handle myself. Enju. With her telling me this, there's only one response I can give. Alright, just remember. What? Come back safe. Silly boy, won't you be embarrassed about saying cheesy lines like that when you're calmer? Shut up, I'm already embarrassed enough as it is. I won't do anything stupid. If I think it's dangerous to go on, I'll come back, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Enju waves lightly to me. Then she dashes off into the woods without giving me time to respond. The sight of her telling me goodbye with a backdrop of twilight is etched into my mind. Did the tone of the goodbye hint that she might vanish into the twilight shadows, never to be seen again? Nah, I'd better not even consider that. Well, better report to the principal. I deliver my report about the former owner and about Tenge. I see. Miss Yomoda, Yes, she very clearly launched an attack against us, which caused us to let the former owner escape. She is a ninja dispatched by Obnubi itself. It could be that the former owner had an agent in Obnubi's ranks. Is there anything else you have to report? No, nothing worthy of mention. Alright, I'll do some looking into her from my end. Thank you, Mr. Kuzuryu. Phew. I wrap up my report, step out into the hall, and look toward the woods. I don't see Enju, and I don't see any sort of battle taking place in the woods. I'm still a little concerned, but I'll go home. If I had chosen to follow Enju now, would anything have been different? I don't know. And I go into the next day still not knowing. Even when it comes time for homeroom to start, and even when first period rolls around, Enju doesn't show up. I hope she's just skipping class, but... Oi, you there, lad. What do you want, hag? Enju and Tenge never showed up for patrol last night. Have you heard anything from them? You didn't hear? Hear what? I told the principal that Enju went after Tenge. Apparently the head of student council hasn't gotten the memo yet. Okay. As I consider the implications of that, Akari, Yamabuki, John, and Miyu all come up to me.
We can't reach her.
What's wrong?
I keep calling Enju, but all I get is a message saying either she's out of the service area or her phone's not on. Enju-senpai and Tenge-senpai did not come to training yesterday.
Yeah, something's up.
Apparently nobody's seen either of them since last night. I thought they were both serious types, but I misjudged them if they're skipping class like hoodlums.
I don't think you get to criticize anyone else with how much you play hooky. Since last night, though, I'm getting a very bad premonition.
I've actually got Rika out looking for them too.
Excuse me, these are not your club members to send around on errands.
Back.
Ah, perfect timing.
And you, Rika, don't come in through the window. Use the door like a regular person. Talk about that later. Have a report.
Rika hops down from the window and lands in the hallway.
Check their dorm rooms. Neither of them was in. No bags left. Never came home last night as possible. End of report.
They never came home, including Enju? Rika nods in affirmative. Tenge not returning is unsurprising. In fact, this serves to confirm that she's turned against us. But I don't have the heart to tell the rest of the Ninja Seiken Club that.
What's the matter with both of them? Did something happen last night, Mitsuge?
Akari tugs at my sleeve a little harder than expected. Hey, wait, calm down. Maybe they're just running late.
But they never came home last night, and Tenge-san was attacked just recently. If the same things happened to Enju, oh gosh.
Akari? Akari's seriously worried about them. Of course she's not going to be okay with this. Alright, here goes nothing. I take Akari's hand. I don't think looking around for them right now will help any, but if it can calm Akari down... I don't think this affects the Akari choice. Or the Enju choice, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'll just do this one. Let's move, Akari.
Huh?
The rest of you guys, go look too. Maybe they're at school.
Roger. Okay. Mitsuge?
Standing around won't get anything done, so... we should search for ourselves. That's what the normal Akari would do. I tug her along and start running. Yeah, we already have the Enju ending, so... oh yeah, speaking of which, I chose to go for Enju in this time around. Since we did Akari in the last one as well. Okay, anyway.
So where do we search?
I don't know, I just don't want to sit on my thumbs. After that, I look around the school leading Akari by the hand. But sure enough, there are no traces of them on school property. Ah, damn it. Nothing, not one single solitary sign of Enju or Tenge. And why would there be? I know better. Akari. It's just me and Akari alone on the roof. Akari's expression is still glum. Akari cares for the club more than anyone. She's got to be deeply afraid right now. None of the other members are here. If I want to talk to Akari, this is the only time I'll get. Cheer up, Akari. I know you're scared, but you'll bring the rest of the club down if you fret like that.
I know that, I do, but still. Tenge-san was acting strange, and now Enju's gone missing with her. I just don't know what to do now. What if they never...
Look at me. Akari, look at me. I'm still here. So are Rika, Miyu, Yamabuki, and Johnny.
Mitsuge.
Does that help any? It feels like I told Enju something similar just yesterday. And now that very Enju is making Akari worried. What is she doing, for cripe's sake?
Yeah, thanks. Sorry. But Enju never disappears without a word.
Just as I think Akari's hanging her head, she... Challenge a checkpoint. Show me your ninja tool. Yep, I already bought it. Whatever. Yay.
And you would never go off somewhere behind my back.
Akari?
And you would always tell me if we're going somewhere. We've been together so long now. How could she just disappear?
Akari is crying rivers of tears. Akari, hey, don't cry. I should probably be telling her something a lot more sensitive and compassionate.
Maybe Enju and Tenge-san are both strong ninjas, but I'm sure even they can get in danger. It's frustrating. I can't do anything. I don't know anything. I wish they just said something to me. It's frustrating.
Akari, Enju's... She clenches her fists and sobs. About Enju... I know what happened with both of them, but I just can't tell her. All I can think of is our parting words last night. She said, see you tomorrow, but then she never showed up tomorrow. Look, about Enju.
Mitsuge, do you think Enju didn't trust me?
That's not true at all. Enju and Tenge-san, they're... The words are in my head, but they're just not leaving my mouth. Damn it. If only I at least knew where Enju was.
Mitsuge?
Let's get back to the club room. We won't get anything done out here. I have no words to assure Akari right now. How powerless I am. Okay. Dip into my reserve tickets now.
Sorry.
Akari wipes her tears on the back of her hand and looks back up at me. Her expression is looking better now that she's had a chance to let it all out. Other than the red puffy eyes, of course. When we get back, everyone but Yamabuki is assembled.
Mitsuge, Akari.
Hey, any luck? Rika shakes her head. Miyu speaks up, chiming in.
We searched around the area where we do our training, but we couldn't find any sign of them. It's like there's something there, but it's so noisy it's hard to pick up any one sound.
Ah, how about you, Johnny? Yamabuki and I asked around with the student council, but nobody knew anything about him. Wait, where's Yamabuki? Say, that's a good question. Guess we got separated. Huh? Well, I guess we're still in class time.
They are more important than class. I agree, Senpai.
Do you, Akari?
Yeah, of course.
I guide Akari to a chair and turn to face everyone. Akari's still moping, and I doubt she's got the heart to lead anyone right now. Enju's normally the one to stand here too. I guess I need to do my vice manager duties for once. Okay, let's consider what comes next.
Question.
Yes, Rika?
Can't assume they were both attacked. If so, do they...
Let's not jump to any conclusions. As I say that, I sort through the events in my head. We're definitely up against the former owner. The issue at hand isn't that Tenge turned against us, it's why Enju isn't coming back. Let me think. I just don't have enough information to go on. If only I had some idea where Enju was.
And that's the long and short of it, sir.
I see. That's not good at all. First Miss Yomoda, now Miss Sayonji, has gone missing. It must be the former owner. No, it must be that woman's doing.
I dunno, sir. I got the impression she was strong, sure, but... Heck, I would have appreciated hearing Tenge-san betrayed us sooner.
Sorry, it's been a busy day. I was late in telling you all the news.
So what's the deal? Is Enju alive, or has she been disposed of already?
Oh, I highly doubt that.
How can you be so sure?
She has a lightning affinity. As long as she has that, we still have time before she gets disposed of.
You make it sound like there's still more to this.
Technically, there is.
But anyway, the point is that she's alive, right?
Probably. But even if she has been captured, neither do we not know where she is nor have any hints. That's where you come in, Yamabuki.
Oh yeah?
You drew a portrait of Miss Sayonji before. Would you care to materialize it?
Now that you mention it, Okay, my Enju portrait. Show me your false form.
Question, Miss Sayonji. Where are you?
I don't know. I must have gotten taken somewhere while I was unconscious.
A different question, then. What can you see?
It's dark and cold. It might be inside a cave somewhere. My hands are bound. I can't move.
One more question. Is there anyone near you?
Anyone?
Anyone.
Oh. Is that the former owner? Whoops, she's back to paper. Guess the time limit was up.
A shame. I would have liked to ask her more.
Sorry, each drawing's a one-time thing.
Well, we've got enough to go on. We've narrowed down the hunt. Yamabuki, would you mind summoning the Ninja Seeking Club? I'm just not getting any bright ideas for finding Enju or pursuing Tenge. If only we could get some fresh intel.
Oh, hey team, looks like everybody's here. Don't you know it's class time? What a bunch of delinquents.
Yamabuki opens the door and marches in like she owns the place, like usual. Some things are more important than class. And hey, I don't see you in class.
I getcha. Yeah, burning friendship's the way to go.
Yamabuki flashes a thumbs up. We could use all the cheer we could get right now, but I wish she'd take a hint a little more. So, what are you here for? If you just want to make fun of us, then go back to class.
Actually, I have you know I brought something good.
Yamabuki clears her throat and looks at all of us intently.
What would you do if I told you we figured out where Enju is?
What?
Really? Where is she?
Akari jumps out of her chair toward Yamabuki.
Whoa, easy there. It wasn't me. It was the principal.
Oh, wow. I guess the principal's got his own connections, huh? He knows about Tenge's betrayal. It wouldn't be surprising to find him digging into what the former owner's group is doing.
But once we checked out the lead, it turned out to be kind of a thing. If you want to get her back, it might be dangerous.
Yes. Dangerous.
Could be a fight? Well, basically, yeah.
So, are you in regardless? My answer is... let's go get Enju. It's obvious. Let's go get Enju.
Definitely. And Tenge-senpai, right?
Yeah. Ha, perfect chance to show off the fruits of my ninja training. Are you in, Akari?
Yeah, totally.
I turn to face Yamabuki after getting everyone else's input. You heard them. We're all on the same page here. Huh, not even one person dropping out. Let's head to the principal's office. Right. Once we're all assembled, the principal clears his throat. I've called you here for one thing. No, we're here because we want to know where Enju is. Well?
Is Enju okay? Where's Tenge? Tell us where they are.
Easy there, hold on. I need you all to be prepared before I tell you. We've had this conversation. We know there's danger involved. Chief, I think you're not going to find any members here willing to give up on one of their own. Yes, I see that. The principal looks at us with a pleased smile. Alright, I'll tell you everything. I can't say you're outsiders anymore. It was the former owner's camp that took Miss Sayonji. They brought her to a cave. It's probably the shrine where the nine-tailed fox is sealed. Say what? Miss Yomoda will be there too, I'm sure. As such, I give the Ninja Seeking Club a mission. Rescue Miss Sayonji, put a stop to the former owner's misdeeds, and do everything in your power to prevent the release of the nine-tailed fox. Ba 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 ba.
It's time for the next episode preview, brought to you today by me, Akali. And normally Enju, but since she's indisposed, your old favorite cosplayer, Buki's here in her place. We've got to save Enju. Well, Season 5 sure ended on a cliffhanger. Boy, talk about a sticky situation. Who knows what'll happen next? At the very least, we know there's going to be a bunch of stuff about the Nine-Tailed Fox, right? I'm curious, but you'll have to play the next season to see. Thanks for sticking it out through Season 5. We've got another ending for you that depends on your intimacy level. I'm curious about the big event, but it's important to enjoy the filler too. After all, you're not going to fill up on the main story alone. I don't know what ending you're getting, but I hope it soothes your heart. See you next time on the flip side. See you again!
Alright. So we wrapped up with Enju. So we're going to be going for her in the next video. Alrighty. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, you can let me know by leaving a like or telling me in the comments below. So subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Alright, peace out, guys.